What's up, y'all? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you. Today, I'm recording this a little bit solo because Caleb's at work and I have a little free time to squeeze in some edits. So yeah, new video. I've been waiting for this to get here for quite some time. And if you can't already figure it out, and I kind of mentioned it on a previous video regarding the 86, finally, the hood and the trunk have arrived. Now, this was a painful process. Earlier in the year, I had already been wanting to get this hood, and you guys will find out what it is in a few minutes, well, as you watch the video. But I kind of didn't want to get it just because I didn't want to deal with all the dumb shit happening with tariffs and all. So I switched my approach and I reached out to Group A, based out of Southern California. These are actually Group A fenders. They're fiberglass. Just like with anything fiberglass, they don't fit 100%. But I had put a deposit down. A lot of terrible communication. I showed up to the place somewhere in Fontana, and truthfully so, I checked out this carbon hood that had some venting for the Levin, and it was just terrible. Like, I got greeted by these old people that are running the operation. I'm like, hey, you know, can I see the hood before I take it? And it was already splitting in two. Like, it wasn't glued properly. And at that point, I just messaged the guy who runs the place, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want this anymore. Take the $50 deposit. I don't care. But I wouldn't have felt comfortable taking that hood because I like to take this car to the track. I like to take the FC to the track. Last thing I want is a hood delaminating and then hitting the windshield and possibly making me put myself in a situation where I could get hurt. So screw that. So what I ended up doing was back to square one, and I ordered this Jblood hood as I originally was going to order. And guess what? I still had to pay tariffs, which is stupid. But yeah, so it finally arrived. It got through customs. We also have a Jblood trunk. And the only thing I'm a little concerned of is how the trunk fits. Is it already just bolting onto the swinger arms in the trunk, or do I have to delaminate the steel part of the trunk and then put the carbon piece over? So yeah, I mean, Caleb's not here. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna unbox it and then I'm gonna try to install this by myself. So let's see how that goes. You might see a hood just laying on top of me. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and let's jump right to it. So we're unboxing this at the same time. Before I had my Tom Design, what do you call it? Body kit on my FC. I had bought a Tom Design hood, and before pressing ship and order, I was so tempted to get the carbon fiber lip that Tom Design offers for the FC. And then I peer pressured Caleb. If those of you who don't know who Caleb is, he goes by Financial Crisis FC3S on Instagram. It's that white FC, which is commonly known as Hoshiko. And what I ended up doing was, like, I put it all in my cart and I was like, hey, let's try this this consolidation option, and we ended up saving a lot of money on shipping. So essentially what they do is they get the parts, they get rid of the original boxes, and then they throw it into a box like this. And yeah, you're able to save a lot of money. We usually ship DHL when we order from Right Hand Drive Japan. I personally have had good experiences with DHL. They just show up and say, hey, what's up, bro? Like, here, we got some parts. And I genuinely really enjoy their services. Trunk is here. Oh yeah. So okay, sweet. So it does have the skin. Anyway, I digress. I've never seen somebody document this damn trunk. And I'm sure this camera angle is terrible because I don't have somebody behind the lens. Woo! Carbon fiber, dude. This is sick. All right, so my goal right now is to get as much off of this as possible. Here we have it. All right, it's a little bigger piece, but carbon fiber again. So there is a massive, massive gap right there for venting out the hot air from the radiator, which is going to help cooling tremendously. The outside skin is carbon fiber, and the underskin, the skeleton, is reinforced fiberglass. Let's get this hood off. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, let's get it. One of my biggest concerns first, and I've seen some photos online, right? I'm not sure if it's like it's a coupe time attack or any of that shit, but I've seen photos of the Jblood hood, and they said you shouldn't have any clearance with the 4AG. Well, here's the thing that concerns me. Which 4AG? Because it kind of looks like from what I've seen, it looks like the cover of the silver top and the black tops are a little bit chunkier in the front. So that's what I'm worried about. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this hood out of the way without letting it connect to the OEM striker. Oh, we'll weigh this right now. We sure will. $262.6. The hood weighs 32.9, so we're gonna say 33 pounds with I guess the little nozzle squirters or whatever, and then the 4 bolts that hold it. All right. 245.5. So 15.8 pounds. We'll say 16 pounds. So 33 minus 16, we save 17 pounds in the front. Hey, 17 pounds is a lot, okay? I'm happy with that. We send it and we just figure it. Oh, fuck. Damn. All right, this looks already too good. And yes, they do provide hardware. So that's kind of cool. Sweet. So I'm just gonna ugga tight it. But mind you, I'm not gonna crank this shit to the moon. The reason I'm pushing it forward is to clear that front part of the 20 valve. So we're a little off. This has always been a little tricky. So it looks pretty good. Once we get that striker out, we'll be able to drop it more, and then if I need to, I can push it back. My biggest fears are gone. This doesn't interfere with a 20 valve, so if you're running a 20 valve, you're good. It actually doesn't even get in the way of a bunch of other hoods. Sorry, a bunch of other motors, I would believe. So like 3SGE, K-Series probably, because K-Series are known to being really tall. Same thing with the F-Series. But look at that. Fans are right there. All that hot air can get the hell out. This shouldn't be too crazy, I hope. To fiddle with a little bit is this, which holds the cylinder chamber in. Yep. Oh, it's actually decently heavy. 245.8. 238.9. 10 pounds. Well, 10.2. So about a 7-pound difference. Oh, that works. Well, hot damn. Dude, it closes. Only one way to find out, right? Oh, sick.
I'm debating if I should do the LLC.
So my brother's here.
Just let it run.
He hasn't seen the parts. I just showed him a picture that
If you do a Nevada LLC,
the parts arrived. So just a picture of the right-hand drive Japan box.
And then
So I want to see what his expression is to the carbon hood and the carbon trunk. Obviously, he's the one who funds this project. All he's seen is a picture of the box and a screenshot of the tariffs we had to pay because people don't know how tariffs work, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, let's see what he thinks about the new setup on the 86.
What? Oh. Shit. Carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber.
Oh.
Fiberglass.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah, just scratch up your carbon fiber. Yeah.
Carbon fiber. I dig it. I dig it. We can put a little intercooler here. I like it. I like the drop scoop.
Sick. And we haven't really seen any documentation about this hood and especially the trunk. I've seen pictures for the Jblood hood, but what's really out there? Like, no one's actually installed it. So if anybody's considering, we ordered it through Right Hand Drive Japan, trunk and the hood. We just had to, play with the panel gaps. Mind you, this car was crashed when my brother bought it. How much did he buy it for back in the day?
I bought it on Craigslist for 75 US American dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave the guy $100 because I felt bad. And he said, fine, I'll take your $100. Here's a pink slip. Get the fuck off my property.
Yep.
There it is. Oh, $100 86.
And this is an SR5 automatic. It had power steering.
4AC.
4AC, the legendary 4AC.
So originally the car when we bought it, this girl was driving it to school, community college, and she rear-ended somebody. So the radiator was V-shaped, not V-mounted, V-shaped. Did not leak. The lights popped, the grill came off, the fenders buckled out, the car still ran. The radiator never leaked, and it was folded like a V. It just never leaked. Toyota fucking quality, can't beat that.
We take production seriously. Okay, so we're gonna mark the pins for the hood latch and get an idea of where we need to drill a hole on the hood, bore out a circular shape, essentially, a circular cut, and then get an idea of how the angle is gonna set up for the latch on top. Yeah, it's that little. It slides on that little. So hold on. I don't want to do this, but
mine too. It goes out under that little divot. Okay. Yep. Once you have the hole, you can back pull it out.
it's almost there. I'm just trying to be very careful with it.
Yeah. Now we know.
Stop recording when you find it.
We'll cut it. All right. So I'm not a very careful person when it comes to drilling shit, but I'm pretty happy with that. Like, okay. Dude, it's all fingered in there. But, all right. So now it's Caleb's turn.
We're just making another mark in order to know where we're putting the next set of holes. And then we will drill through the top of this. Okay.
Bro, did you see that?
Flew through, bro.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Caleb looking like Bane from Batman. Okay.
You think the darkness is your ally?
All right. So Caleb cleaned up the driver's side in the US, obviously. It was kind of nerve-wracking having to use a step drill on carbon because I've never done it before. But you can see the pin there. And then Caleb has, you know, safety protection. Cleaned everything up here. Sorry, kind of just dimmed out a little bit. So it looks pretty good. Marco's holding a mic. Doing pretty well. So we're gonna go to that side, finish that up. Caleb will go on the back side and clean it up. And then, yeah, we're pretty close to tightening the pins. Putting the jam nut that goes on the collars. So it goes on the back side, threaded, and then Quick Latch actually provides, I think it's some type of Loctite. So let me flip it over. Either way, it's added security, so almost done.
I can clean it up.
Yeah, I can probably finish it up. You need to see
The
what
rag is underneath your hand. We need the blower.
Yeah. Want to put it through them?
Yeah, it's a fit.
Hold on. Hold it up real quick.
Wait, let me put it down without the. I want to see how it lines up. Ooh, dead nut.
Yeah, dead ass.
Ready?
Mhm.
Alright, so powering means we need to lower
Yeah.
the stud just a tiny bit.
Then she asked if you got lube. Can you show us what that is real quick?
Turbo lube.
Never leave you.
So it comes with the jam nut, and the pin kind of has like a ball head to it, so it can kind of rotate, so it gives you some angle when you're lining everything up, which is nice. We didn't make this hole big enough so that we can fit not even a crescent wrench, so we're trying to figure out anything we can get to kind of tighten it as much as we can. But to Caleb's point, we can't over tighten it because then it'll crack the carbon, so it's kind of a snug fit in a sense. Like right now he's trying like two flat screwdrivers, so it's kind of whatever you can find. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not rotating any more than.
Yeah, that little creak, that's enough. So
Yeah, just about.
oh wow. We did it.
You know, I had my doubts about these pins, but now I kind of like them.
All right, so with some helping hands, Caleb behind the camera, Marco, we installed the quick latches on the hood. It was nerve-wracking to me just because if you fuck up and you over drill it, you ruin the hood. But everything came out really nicely. We're gonna put a safety wire as a additional level of security. We're just gonna go to Home Depot and get one so that we can hook it to the latch that was mended into the hood. Just in case I forget to actually latch these, which I don't think I will, but just in case, if it tries to shoot back, that safety wire is gonna pull it down and then I'm gonna pull over and make sure everything's correct. But overall, my brother loved the hood and the trunk, and he's a Jblood fan now. Next on the agenda that he wants to do is get the get the carbon roof skin. So we'll probably order that down the line. But what's next for this car is finding a corner balance. I'm very, very certain that I'm going to be under 2180 with the full tank of gas. So that's 13 US gallons. So that's the goal after we get a corner balance. So just a summary of what we've done to the car. After the last track event at Turn 8 at Buttonwillow, I spun out, the steering was crooked. One of the takeaways from that event, the suspension was too bouncy. We had 8Ks in the front, 6Ks in the rear. We've since then addressed that issue. So we're running hyper coils. We're running 5s in the front, 3s in the rear, courtesy of John from JSB. He recommended it. I've kind of driven the car around and it feels good. It's very, very, very comfortable. We installed the roll bar, auto power roll bar. Obviously the Jblood hood, the trunk. So those are the big pieces that we were gonna do to the car before taking it to get corner balance. But yeah, I'm happy with how the car looks. It's come a long way. And Caleb, I'm gonna give you a photo of what the car looked like back in the day when we got it in like, I think 2007, 2008. We'll just throw it in the frame so you guys can see what that car looked like before. But this little car's a beast. Like, I'm so proud of what it's become. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe. If you have any questions about the hood, let me know. But appreciate your support and then tune in.